Welcome back to Crazy Doc. Hello and welcome back to Crazy Doc. This is Gagan, a third year medico currently studying in JJ Medical College, Davangere. So, most of you who are watching this video might have slayed NEET, but the big task is still left. You have to choose a medical college, and choosing a medical college might seem to be easy, but to be honest, it's a big task. But don't worry, I have got you covered. Stay tuned till the end of the video to have a clarity of thought and make a well and informed choice, just not getting into some college. 7 is always a good number, isn't it? There are 7 days in a week, then there are Dhoni fans who like 7 a lot, and ನಮ್ಮ ಕನ್ನಡದವರು ಪ್ರತಿ ಮದುವೆಯಲ್ಲೂ ಸಪ್ತಪದಿ. So 7 ಅನ್ನೋದು ತುಂಬ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ನಂಬರ್, and I have got it covered under 7 points with the first point as follows. So let's have a breakup of all the costs of studying in a medical college. So firstly, the cost is divided into three parts. One is the hostel fees, one is the college fees, and the other is obviously mess fees, and then the other expenses. But let's just look at the college fees. So it can begin at as low as 60 to 80,000 in a government college in Karnataka and go as high as 35 to 40 lakhs for a management seat. So in between, obviously, there are two other seats of 2 lakhs, which is a government seat in private, the seat of mine, or it can be a 12 lakh seat in the open category or the private students. So make sure that you have a good financial stability before joining a medical college, because MBBS is in real expenses. You need to buy books, you need to spend money upon exam fees, this, that, and once you buy a vehicle, obviously, petrol for it. So making EMI, or I mean a loan, is not something as easy as other branch students do it, because here the life is not settling right after 66 months of study. It goes on to PG, super specialty, and whatnot. So the loan gets carried away, and it's better to stay in a safer side and make a plan based upon your financial security. So let's come to point number 2. The cities are divided as Tier 1, 2, and 3. Tier 1 consists of Mangalore, Mysore, etc. Tier 2 can be Davangere, Tumkur, Mandya, etc. So each of them will have their own advantages and disadvantages. So studying in Bangalore, you will have a life wherein you can spend lavishly. There are malls, there are various other recreational activities and whatnot. But as we come towards a tier 2 city, it is more of a study conducive city with lesser distractions. At the same time, there is no traffic, so you don't lose time for walking around or going in a bike to the nearby hospital or college, hostel, etc. So make sure to choose a college of your choice. If you are pursuing anything along with MBBS, a few of them are into dance, few of them into cinematography, etc., then it's better to stay in a tier 1 city. But if you are really wanting to study MBBS from a good college, if there is a choice between tier 1, tier 2 city, then go with tier 2, because it will have a very good patient load, considering that the other tier 3 cities which are surrounding the tier 2 city like Davangere, here it may be Ranebenur, Haveri, etc., all of them come here, as the referral hospital is CG, our district hospital attached to our college. That's the main advantage, wherein you have more number of patients coming to your hospital. There is more amount of practical knowledge. And apart from that, food, climate also matters. So personally, it's difficult for me to stay in Mangalore. I had to make a choice between AJ Institute and JJM. I chose JJM, obviously. So it's difficult to adjust for the climate of the western coast, and food also. Being a pure vegetarian, it's difficult to stay on the coastal line because it is mostly non-vegetarian. Seafood. Muruk Murnama alla. Let's come to point number 3. It is the clinical exposure. So here, what I would mean to say is that MBBS is more of a practical journey. So you need more patience to learn things in reality and apply it in your practice in future. It becomes more of a thing as you come towards the final year internship, where hands-on experience becomes very important. And I can tell it, I can bet it, that if you have a government hospital, you have a very good clinical exposure. But in a private setup, it is unlikely that you get an hands-on experience in the fourth or an internship. Even if you get it, it will be considerably low. So please consider this aspect of clinical exposure before you join any college are the topmost priority if you are doing MBBS, not just for the sake of MBBS, but for learning and acing it around. Coming to the fourth point, here we consider the academics and faculty, and I honestly believe that once you pass 12th and then come over to university, it's more or less dependent on you that how you study. But considering the new colleges and older colleges, if I have to give a comparison between them, I feel that newer colleges on the verge of coming up their ranks have a very good infrastructure along with their academics and faculty as compared to the older colleges. Come on, they've already made a name. They don't need to come through their ranks again. So academics can be a little weak in older colleges, but at the same time, the you will be free enough to study yourself, and self study is the best method of study, is what I believe. But the professors will obviously be ready to clear your doubts, may it be any. At number college. 5, I would like to consider the infrastructure of the college. And to be honest, infrastructure there's nothing new. Again, new colleges will have a very, very good infrastructure, may it be Vaidey, may it be BGS GIMS, or the Palace CD Simer. If you come to my college or any other government colleges, it will be a little lesser on the infrastructure. That is because obviously it's government funded. But yeah, infrastructure is not very important for us. Even I can ride to my college in a cycle or a bike, it doesn't matter. End of the day, what I learn after reaching there is important. So yeah, I don't think it should be a problem for us. At point number 6, I have the hostel and mess life being considered. See, what I've realized once I came into a college is that it's all about money. You want to spend less, you have to stay in a hostel and take the mess there itself. If you have a lot of money in your pocket, it doesn't matter. You can come out of the hostel, pair up with friends, and take a flat or a room and cook yourself or go to a mess outside as well. But as you go towards tier 3 cities, it becomes a problem because there is not much of extra accommodation, so you have to stay in a hostel. Do consider it before joining a college, but don't leave it on priority because obviously you can have an alternate. As compared to college, hostel isn't that important, but it is still important because it's a journey of 6 to 6 months. Number 7, and the last point, connectivity of the city. Connectivity of the city with your hometown is very important because at times you can feel very homesick. You want to go home, there is no proper connectivity, you have to wait 2 to 3 days to get back home. Probably doesn't work. And obviously, it's not a problem if you stay within Karnataka because anywhere you can move around in a day. This is more applicable for those who are coming from North India because Bangalore is easily connectable and you will probably have your relatives around. So you can either go to them or go in directly in a flight. But if you stay in any other city apart from Bangalore, it's more likely that you have to go back to Bangalore or Hubli and take a flight to your respective locations. So the North Indians who are coming over here, please keep this in mind before choosing any college in Karnataka. Not the least, it is not an 100-meter sprint, but it is a marathon of 66 kilometers because you have to study for 6 to 6 months before getting graduated. So I would like to say is it is a very long course, and make sure that you're coming on your own will and not upon someone's force because it will be hell if you're coming on force. Even once you come here, it is up to you how you enjoy the course. It can be stressful at times, it can be irritating at times, it is joyful at times, but yeah, there is some consistency in us which makes us going every day. The thought of saving a life when it mattered the most, the thought of saving a family in turn because you saved that only person who would earn in the family. It is joyful once you enjoy. If you don't enjoy, it is a hell. So this is one bonus point from my side that please consider 100 times before you join MBBS. If you are coming out of force, please don't come. Or if you're coming with a will, I extend my warm hands to welcome you into JGM or any other medical college for that matter. Stay connected with Crazy Doc, and if you have any other doubts regarding counseling, you can ping me on my Instagram at crazydog0108 or comment down and I will reply to you at the earliest. If you want personal counseling guidance, you can DM me as well. I'll obviously help you because it's very important that you don't put a wrong step here and get into a good college, a dream college, the best college possible for your rank and for your ambitions. So this is Gax and signing off.